What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas, fan of one here, and today we are going to be taking a look at something I noticed was at Target, and because it's the Memorial Day sales going on until the 27th, you could have gotten this for $15, and I figured, why the heck not? I will pick this up. So today we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Rise of the Beasts Alliance, Optimus Prime, and Lionblade. And, okay, don't get me wrong. I like the way that this set is. I just don't... Okay. I'm definitely not the target audience here. I am 100% not the target audience. If I was to tell you the target audience, I'd say that the target audience for this is probably somewhere right around, like, maybe 6 or 7, 5 or 6, maybe 7. So this is not meant for, you know, a massive collector like me. But we're going to take a look at the packaging, as we always do. So the packaging is... okay. You may have noticed this in your local Walmarts and Targets, but the open packaging design concept thing, it's just too much. Like, Hasbro just did not think with this one. I don't think they did. The open concept design just does not work for me. But, you know, on the side here you got Optimus Prime. On the side here you got Optimus Prime, which is kind of neat. On the bottom you got Transformers, more than meets the eye. There's a barcode here with words, and then there's, once again, the back of the packaging, which shows you exactly what we're going to be doing. But there is no instructions with this to what I've been looking at the entire time with this, and I just haven't found it. But at the same time, could be worse. So, anywho, we're going to take this, move it off to the side, and we're going to take a look at the accessories. We typically would take a look at the accessories first, and the accessory would technically be this. Now, this on the packaging, they call this Lionblade, but this is clearly an homage to this. This is to this. That it's clearly an homage to this. So I mean, when this gets into, well, there's no robot mode for this. It's basically, this just comes apart and turns into a lot of things. So we'll turn this into its thing first, and then we will work on the we'll work on Prime here in a minute after we work on Lionblade. So, but I do like the fact that they did paint the eyes. They did bother to paint the eyes. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate the fact that they did bother to paint some stuff on this thing. Not all things, but some things. So, you know. One thing that does bother me, that bothers me, but could be worse. So, and to put that back in, you just basically just kind of slide that there. And another thing you can do, I think this is a little goofy and weird, but you can do it. Please ignore the heater that's going on, or the AC unit in the background. So, but hey, it's a thing you can do with this guy. I mean, the whole lifting of that. I mean, hey, look, a headless lion. Hooray. Hooray. So, anywho, I suppose now the idea would be to transform this. So, because it is a parts former, we are going to take this, and we will take a look at this after we get this all morphed up and ready to go. Or almost ready to go, excuse me, because we have to do a couple things here. We had to remove the tail, and we got to lift and take this piece off here. And then you can take all of the legs, and you're going to collapse them up into each other, like so. And then you're basically going to take this panel here and bring it forward, and then collapse this down. And that's basically going to form this whole convoluted thing that's about to play out. So we'll take a look at this here in just a moment. So move this off to the side, and we will take a look at these first. So this is the tail that turns into an axe, which I think is kind of neat. I think it's a neat little accessory, but do I think it's worth it? No. But do I think it's cool? Yeah, obviously. And this is supposed to be some sort of like shield kind of thing going on for the lion mode. I think it's neat, but just that's gotta be a little weird going down, you know, rolling down the road here. So we're moving all of that off to the side. And we're going to take a look at Optimus Prime. Now, this guy is I don't want to call this guy core class in size, because he's not really core class. I mean, if he was core class, he would definitely not be this size. I, I'm gonna call this like maybe, I don't know. What was it was what was the Cyberverse line? The Legends scale. It was Legends scale, and then there was Legends Scout class. That's what it is, Scout class. If I had to give you a reference for scale, it's basically Scout class. It's just not the greatest of them. So, but because this is the only figure out of this whole lot that really basically transforms and is not a parts forming gimmick, we have to treat this like it is a regular figure. So there it is now, and then because we've already taken a look at accessories, we're going to already basically just jump right on into scale comparison. So here he is with the official Rise of the Beasts Voyager Primal, which I think he does. It's kind of cute. Here he is with one of our previous reviews. Here he is next to Legacy United Leader Class Sandstorm, which I think is kind of neat. Here he is with the official Rise of the Beasts, the Studio Series Rise of the Beasts, Voyager Class Optimus Prime. And finally, here he is with Legacy Evolutions, Voyager Leo Convoy. Okay, so we're going to transform this guy, then we're going to bring in the accessories and the and Lionblade and all that. So basically, to transform this guy, you're just going to bring these legs all the way down and split them. There's a tab right here that basically just holds these all in like that. And it is, I do appreciate this. It is on his knees are on a ball joint, so I do appreciate that. That is very nicely appreciated. So then you're going to take these arms, untab them. After you've untabbed them from this slot here in this spot here, you're going to untab them from there. And we're going to just bring these out. These do untab from each other, the shoulders here. I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to untab this, bring it out, fold this around. And the final thing you're going to do is rotate this at the top before you flip up the head and rotate it around. And the final thing you're going to do here is you're going to, I do like this, I do think this is kind of neat. You're going to flip out his abs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I do appreciate the fact that they have flip-outable abs. I do appreciate that. So, now, basically there you have the Beasts Alliance Optimus Prime in his robot mode. And for a robot mode, it is very bare bones basic. I'm not even gonna lie, this is a very bare bones basic Prime here. In fact, it's so bare bones basic, it doesn't even look like Prime. Like, I'm gonna be honest, this looks and feels like a knockoff, but I know it's not a knockoff because of the packaging it came in. So, I'm just basically going to give you the quality details of the robot mode real quickly. The robot mode is just everything hangs off his ass, and this is just terrible backpack. But that's not why you buy in this figure. So now that we've taken a look at this guy really quickly, we'll get him into scale comparisons, both without, and then we will do it with the accessories. So we'll start it without the accessories first. So here he is next to the mainline Primal. Here he is next to Leader Legacy United Sandstorm. Here he is next to the official Studio Series Voyager Optimus Prime. And finally, here he is next to the Legacy Evolutions. Hold on here. This is difficult. If I had 3 hands. Here he is next to the Legacy Evolutions Leo Convoy. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to arm him up with all of this. So we're going to leave those accessories right here. Now, there are 2 ports on the top of Optimus Prime here. And you're going to take this, and you're going to plug this on top, and you're going to basically take this, and it's going to bring all of this down. But in order to keep this all the way down, this arm has issues staying inside here, so I have to keep this all the way down. So basically, like I said in that earlier comment of 3 hands, that would be generous right at this current moment in time. But basically, this is what he's going to look like with the armor. And then we're going to give him a Lionblade axe here. Give me just a moment there. There we go. There he is with the axe. And then we're going to take the lion head here. And there is ports all over this guy, so don't feel too bad if you feel the need to port some stuff on this guy. So just port that all right there. And we're going to basically stand him up like this. And I know it doesn't add a ton of height to him, but there you have Optimus Prime with the Lionblade upgrade. And I like it. I like the idea of it. I just don't think it's something I'm going to personally want. But, you know, hey, not that big of a deal. So, anywho, I suppose we should just take a look at this guy really quickly. All of this stuff is kind of insanely weird. This does move, but only forward. So my guess would be there is a gun here, so I'm gonna assume there's a reason for that. But basically, this is supposed to move with the arm that can hardly hold the axe. Only if you rotate it this way. They want you to hold it this way, which is kind of neat, but that's not very good. So, but there's a gun here in case the axe doesn't kill the opponent. So, anywho, and like I said, it's only holding on by 2 ports, so you can totally just lift it off one more time and just let it go. So, but anywho, now we're going to get into scale comparison with all of this loaded up on Prime here. So, here he is next to the Voyager class mainline Primal. Here he is next to the Leader class Sandstorm. Here he's next to the Studio Series Rise of the Beasts Voyager Prime. And here he is next to Leo Convoy. And honestly, I think that's what this is supposed to homage more than anything, if I had to guess. So putting these 2 side by side, I'm clearly going to go with this guy. This guy is going to be the one I'm going to go with every time. This guy, not my cup of tea. But basically, you know, for a kid's toy, if I'm to rank this on a new scale, which I think I have to call kids' toys, this is probably on a scale of, can you play with this? Absolutely. You know, Gurf, bring this into battle. There's your beefed up Prime. Absolutely. The imagination is a wonderful thing for a child. Now, where I'm going to nitpick this is where the collector portion of this is going to come into play. So, is this going to be a longevity product that's going to last in your collection, still boxed up, brand new? Absolutely not. It is not going to survive that longevity while this is brand new. There's a reason why I'm holding on to this box. I've got ideas for it for another video, but this figure, just as a collector, I can tell you right now, if you're going to see this thing on the shelves in like the next 5-10 years, it's not going to be worth your time to pick it up. It's just not going to be. But if you saw this on eBay for like $7, $8, that's a good buy. However, that's not why you're buying it. You're not buying it because you're a collector. You're buying it because this is going to end up in your child's toy bin. So, what on earth would that do would that be exactly if I'm supposed to rank it on how long is it going to survive your child? I don't know. You know what? Let's find out. Okay. I don't know. I'm pretty bad at judging stuff like that. So, but anyways, point being is you can throw it on there and still get the whole thing to come back. You know what? I will give Hasbro this. So, I'm going to come up with that new line is how long will this survive? On a scale of 1 to 10 of how long will it survive your child? This top portion I probably would say about maybe a good 4 years, 5 years, but the whole set, if you're a good kid and that kid actually pays attention to his toys, I can say somewhere in the ballpark of right around maybe a good 7, 8 years. And if I had to rank it on a scale of 1 to 10, like I said previously, which I totally alluded to, I'm gonna rank this on if I was to rank this from a kid's perspective, I'm gonna put this on a scale. I'm gonna put this at a 6.5. I'll put that at 6.5. Because if you're a kid, you're going to want to play with this. You're going to definitely want to be like, Optimus Prime, grr, going into battle, swooping into battle, grr, going to fight the Decepticons, doing that whole thing, all of that. That's what this is meant for. It's not something like this, where this is meant to be displayed. This is not meant to be displayed. This is meant to be in your child's toy bin, as I've been saying throughout the entirety of the rest of this review. So, anywho, this is Thomas Fan01 saying, do not forget to check out Planet Toys, a world built by collectors, where if you do check out with them, you can get yourself 10% off their site. And if you do get 10% off their site, I do know they happen to have some new Hot Wheels coming in, so do check that out. And do not forget to check out Optination Reviews, Beastman Reviews, Ultra Megatronus. We're throwing a new one in there today. Yes, we are. Ultra Megatronus. If you guys have not checked out that video, I did manage to get 1,000 subscribers on his live stream live. So you guys got to go check that video out. I'll leave a link to that in the description below as well. So, once again, do not forget to check out Ultra Megatronus. Do not forget to check out Riveted Reviews, Jordy's Rail Videos, Patrick with the Y, iStar552, and Bravely GG, along with Take Along Productions, as I know they all do some amazing work, have done so in the past, and will continue to do so in the future. So, this is Thomas Fan01 saying, do not forget to keep playing with your toys.